Hey friends, this is me Abhinas, and today we will be solving a very interesting question. So the question is reverse nodes in K group. So in this question guys, we are having a singular linked list, and along with it we have an integer that is K. So let's read out some condition in this particular question. So in the first condition we have that K is basically a positive integer, okay, and it is basically greater than 0 and lesser than or equal to the size of the linked list. So the second condition is saying that if the size of the linked list is not a multiple of k, then whatever segment that is left out in the end of the linked list, we should use it as it is. Okay, we should not reverse it. For example, let's take an example like if we have five nodes, okay, in the linked list, and the k is given to us is 3. Okay, since 5 is not a multiple of 3, so that is why for example k is 3. So what we will do is we will reverse this particular portion which is 1 2 3, since this particular segment has exactly k elements, isn't it? So you see that this particular segment is not having exactly k elements. So what this particular question is saying that it should be remain as it is. Okay, we should not reverse it. Okay, so answer should look like this: 3, 2, 1, then 4, then 5, then null. Okay. So I hope the question is pretty much clear to you guys. So let's see an example to understand it. Alright guys, so let's see this first example. So in this example, we have a linked list of size 6. There are total 6 nodes, and we have the k which is 2, right? So that means we have to reverse every k group sublist in this particular single linked list, right? So if we reverse this first sublist, so it will look like 2 then 1, isn't it? If we reverse this particular sublist, it will be 4 then 3, and it will be 6 then 5. Now, if we'll merge all this sublist together, so the next of 1 should be 4, the next of 3 should be 6, and it should be null at the end. So this would be the answer. Okay. I hope it is pretty much clear for k equal to 2. Now let's say that we have only 5 nodes in this particular singular linked list, and where the value of k is 2. Now in this case as well, if we'll reverse every k side segment, you see there is a segment which is containing only one node, one valid node. So we cannot reverse that, since it is not a multiple of k, as we see in the problem conditions, right? So as the question is suggesting that we should return it as it is. Okay, we should use it as it is, we should not reverse it. Okay, so that means the answer should be look like this. Okay, so this should be the answer, where every k side segment will be reversed, and whatever left out segment we would encounter at the end of this particular single linked list, we should use it as it is. If and only if the size of the entire single linked list is not a multiple of k. Alright guys, so it is pretty much clear, I guess. So let's think about it. Let's think how we can solve this particular question. Alright guys, so let's take a very simple example to solve it. Then we will be able to solve for even bigger examples. So now let's take only let's say 4 nodes. Okay, only 4 nodes. Let's try to solve it. Let's say here the k is equal to 2. Okay, so what can we do for to solve this particular thing? So the idea is that we already know that we have to reverse every k side sublist. Okay, since you see that the total size of this particular single linked list is a multiple of k, so we can reverse every k side segment, isn't it, in this particular single linked list. So one of the quickest or easiest approach could be to use stack over here to solve it. So how can we solve it using stack? Let's see. Suppose we have a stack, right? And what we'll do is, let's say initially we were pointing to 1. Now as we know that stack follows leaf order or last in first out. So what we'll do is we'll push the nodes in this particular stack by traversing this entire list, and we'll push until we see that we are having exactly k elements in this particular stack. So let's push it. Okay, so in the first time I'll push this. Okay, I'll push 1 and I'll count 1, since this stack is containing one element till this particular point. Now we will increase this will shift my pointer to next, and here will again push it, okay, and my count is now 2, and we see that k is equal to 2, which is matching. That means we are having 2 elements in this particular stack. So what we will do now is we will pop this, okay, and we'll create a new list, okay, which is the first node is basically 4, and for its next we'll pop it again, we'll push it right here, okay. Then since the stack is now empty containing 0 element, we'll continue the same process for further nodes. I'm right here, we'll push it, the number of nodes is now 1. I'm right here, okay, I'll push it, the number of nodes is now 2. Now it is basically matching the k value. Now what I'll do is I'll pop it out, for its next I'll push this, okay, and again I'll pop it out, for its next I'll insert 2. So since the stack is now empty, we'll continue the same process for further nodes. Now we are right here, and the node is basically invalid, right? The node is null. So since it is null, we cannot push anything to the stack. We'll declare that okay, this is the final list that we have, right? And we'll return the head from this particular newly created list. So this is the idea, guys. It's pretty much simple, but the thing is that we cannot pick this particular solution because it uses a stack which consumes some explicit memory. So the memory consumption for it will be order of n. Why? Because we'll touch each and every element and we'll push it in into the stack, right? So the time and space will both be order of n in this particular case. So let's think about how can we reduce this explicit space. We could use implicit space as well, right? Since let's think about some recursion method, right? Because recursion is also using this stack but implicitly, okay. In that case the the time complexity will remain same, but the space complexity will reduce to 1, okay, since we consider the explicit space consumption of an algorithm. So for this recursive way will consume only order of 1 or constant amount of space. So let's discuss the recursive way to solve this particular question. All right, guys. So let's say that we have this list which contains 5 valid node, and the k is basically 2, right? So let's say we have a function, okay, fun, and we have passed this particular the head of this particular singular linked list in this particular function, and we want the output to be 2, then 1, then 4, then 3, then 5, okay. And if we'll merge all this sublist together, it should be look like this, right? 2, 1, 4, 3, then 5, okay, and its next should be null, isn't it? All right, I want this function to return the head of this, okay, return the head, okay, and the head should be 2, and which connects the entire list like 2, 1, 4, 3, 5, and null. So so the idea is that, guys, we want to reverse every k-side sublist, okay. So what I will do is I will simply pick the very first k-side sublist and I will try to reverse it, okay. Let's reverse it. So the reverse version will look like 2 then 1, isn't it? Now as you can see, guys, that after 1 we want the head of the next k-side sublist, isn't it? And the head of the next k-side sublist is nothing but 4, okay. We want its next to be 4, okay, but we cannot do this in this way, right? So let's call this same function, okay, because this particular function is responsible for returning the head of the reverse version of the linked list. So we'll call the same function but not the entire list, since the work for this particular sublist is already done. So we want this sublist to be solved, right? So we will pass the reference to this particular node, okay. So the entire list will now look like this, okay, which has not been solved till this particular point, and here the k is 2. Now since it is the same function, it will do the same task, okay, as we were doing right here in this particular state. So what we'll do, we'll pick the very first k-side sublist and we will try to reverse it, okay. Now if I reverse it, it will look like 4 then 3, isn't it? Now for its next, okay, I want the head of the next k-side sublist. So I will call the same function and I will pass the reference to 5, okay. Now the list is basically 5 then null, isn't it? Now since we see that there is not sufficient k nodes, k valid nodes, and the question is also suggesting that we should use it as it is. Okay, we should not reverse it. So in that case, the answer for this particular function will be this. Okay, will be this 5 then null, and and since it was connecting, its next should be connected to this. Okay, so the answer for this particular state is this. Now for the answer for this particular state, we will return the head of this particular list to this particular function, and the answer of this particular function is nothing but this. Okay, so so the meaning is that the next node of this one will be now 4. Getting? Perfect. Now since this is the sublist that we have created till this particular point, so the answer for this particular sublist will be the head of this particular newly created sublist. So it will be returned, right? So since this was the base function, so the answer for this particular base function is 2, then 1, then 4, then 3, then 5, then null. So, and see, this is the answer that we were looking for, right? So I hope it is pretty much clear. So let's make it little bit complicated now. All right, guys. So let's say that we have this particular linked list again, but the k value is now 3. Okay. So what is the answer for this particular this particular case? So the answer will be the reverse version of the first reverse version of every k-side sublist. Okay, but we can see that the total size of this particular linked list is not a multiple of k. That is why whatever sublist that will be remaining after the or the end of this particular linked list will be used as it is. Okay, as you can see that we haven't reversed this particular sublist, right? We only have reversed 1, 2, and 3, since this is having exactly k size, right? So that is why we have reversed this particular sublist and we haven't touched this particular sublist, right? So let's try to solve it. Okay. All right. So so in the very first case, we have this particular function, okay, which is responsible to get us the head of the reversed version of the linked list. Okay. So let's say that we have this, right, and where k is equal to 3. So what we will do is we will pick the very first k size sublist, which is 1, 2, 3, and we will reverse it. Let's reverse it. Okay. So it will be 3 to 1, right? And we want its next to be the reverse version of the next sublist, right? So that is why its next should be function. Will call the same function and will pass the reference to this particular node, which is 4, and it is connected with 5. Then it is connected with nothing, which is null, right? But the k is now same, right? K is 3. Now, since we are just following a procedure, right? For every function, we'll try to reverse whatever we find, right? We do not know that how many elements we are reversing. Now let's reverse it. Since we are in a procedure, let's reverse it. So we'll reverse it. Then it will look like 5, 4, then null, isn't it? But we do not want it to be reversed, right? So so how can we re-reverse it to make it like this, right? We should make it like this, because in this question it is mentioned that whatever left out node there would be, we have to use it as it is. Okay, we should not reverse it. Okay, so that means, as you can see in the answer, we are using it as it is. Okay, it was like this, right, in the input list as well. But in this particular function, since in every function we are reversing whatever sublist we are finding, right? So we are in a procedure, right? Since this is a recursive process, so we will follow whatever we find it. But we have to restrict it, right? Since we have reversed it, now we have to re-reverse it to make it the original original segment, right? So for this, let's count it. Okay, let's count that how many nodes we are reversing. So in this case, how many elements that we have reversed? We have reversed only 2 elements. Okay, and since we have to reverse every k-sized sublist, so that means, as you can see that in the previous step we had reversed 3 elements, right? And where 3 is equal to k. Okay, And here we see that 2 is basically lesser than k, right? So when we see that, okay, we have reversed established whose size was 2, but our intention was that we had to reverse k size established. So that means it is wrongly reversed. We have to re-reverse it. Now what I will do is I'll call this particular function again, but I will pass the value of k is this 2, right? Why? Because we only have reversed 2 elements. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just pass 5 4 then null, and here the k is equal to 2. What it will do is it will reverse the k size sublist, right? And k is basically 2. Now the answer for this will be 5 4 5 then null, isn't it? So this is what we wanted, right? So this particular head will be returned as the answer for this particular function to this. So the final sublist for this particular function would look like 3 2 1 then 4 then 5 then null. And for this particular for the answer for this particular function, we will return the head of the newly created list, which is 3. So this is the answer, right? So this is equal to this. So I believe that you have understood this particular question, the logic behind it. So let's quickly code it out. Hi guys, so this is the question that we would like to code for. So let's say that this is the single linked list that we have. So we have to reverse every k-sized sublist. As you can see that here the k is equal to 2, so we have to reverse every 2-sized sublist. So that means you can see it, you can see it reversed here, and you see that 2's next is 1, then it is reversed, it's like 4's next is 3, then it should be remain as it is, right? Because it is the left out node, right? Since it is its size is basically 5 and the k is 2, right? And 5 is not a multiple of 2, so that is why there is only one node which is left out, so we have to use it as it is. Now, in this case as well, you can see that there are total 5 nodes and k is now 3, right? This particular example we had discussed, right? As you can see that there are total 5 elements, and since k is equal to 3, so we can only accumulate these 3 nodes, right? These 3 valid nodes. So we can reverse it, but we cannot take this particular sublist since it is having total 2 elements. Okay, so we do not have k elements in this particular sublist, so that is why we will use this particular sublist as it is. Okay, we should not reverse it. So I think you have already understood it, so let's quickly code it out. So let's first try to handle a very quick base condition. We are going to write a recursive function. So for that we have to very clear that where our function should stop, right? So the very quick, very easy base condition is that suppose that that whatever head that we are given initially, it is null, right? So that means we do not have any linked list. Okay, so in that case, when we see that the head is null, so we can return null, right? We should not do anything, right? Because it is null initially. Or at any particular state, I see that we do not have any head, right? So in that case, we should return null. Perfect. Now we discussed that we have to reverse a linked list, right? So I believe that you already know that how to reverse a linked list, right? This is a prerequisite of this particular question. You have to first solve. You have to first know that how to reverse a linked list. Then you can basically understand that how to reverse every k group in a linked list. So if you do not know how to reverse a linked list, you can comment below. I'll try to make a separate video on it. So let's try to quickly understand how to reverse a linked list. So for example, for that what I'll do is let's try to create some pointers which will be pointing to the a node that we want, right? So let's say that we have a pointer to the start, which is basically pointing to the head initially. We have an end pointer, which is initially null, pointing to the null node, and we have another pointer which is previous. Okay, it is also pointing to the null. Let's consider. Okay. So let's say that we are trying to reverse the entire linked list. Okay, so then how do I do that? So first of all, I should iterate until I see that the start is basically not null, right? So for example, will it iterate while start is basically pointing to some node, some valid node. And in the very beginning, what I'll do is I'll first make sure that the end should point to the next node before we disconnect this particular pointer, right? Before we disconnect this particular connection, we should make sure that one of my pointers should point to the next node, right? So let's say that pointer is nothing but end, and initially let's say it is basically pointing to the next node of the start, and after it is pointing to this node, we can safely remove this particular connection, isn't it? By the previous, let's say the previous was initially pointing to the null, which was let's say before, which was basically coming before this particular node. And my intention is that I should connect the starts next to the previous, right? So let's say I just have connected starts next to the previous. Okay, now starts next is basically connected with null, since previous was initially connected with null, right? So basically logically this particular connection is now removed. Okay, and previous the starts next is basically connected with null, so I should now move my previous to start. Okay, so let's try to move previous to start. And since previous is now pointing to start, we can now move our start node to the node which was being pointed by the end pointer, right? In this way we can reverse the entire linked list. So now tell me that, just look into this particular piece of code and tell me that which pointer will point to the the head of the reversed linked list. So if we'll just carefully look into it, then you can see that the pointer previous will definitely be pointing to the head of the reversed linked list, right? So my job is done till this particular point. Okay, but I was not trying to reverse the entire list, right? We have to reverse only k-sized sub group, right? So how can I know that I just have reversed k-sized group? So let's say for that let's say we just have declared a variable which is count. And since we already know that there is a variable k which was given to us, that means k the meaning of k is that we have to reverse k-sized group or k-sized sublist in this particular singular linked list. So when I see that the count is still lesser than k, okay, till that particular point we have to reverse the nodes. Okay, we have to reverse the nodes. And here we are done with the reversal part. Okay, now let's look into this particular example and let's try to think what we just have done, right? So initially we had a list, we had a head pointer which was pointing to this one, right? So as you can see that this particular head pointer is now assigned to this particular start, right? So we just have we just have manipulated the start pointer, right? We have updated the start pointer. So we haven't touched the head pointer yet, right? So let's say that this particular sublist is now reversed and it is now looking like this, right? 2 then 1, but still 1 is basically pointed by head pointer, isn't it? Because head is not touched yet, right? Head is not updated to anything any other node, right? So that is why 1 is still being pointed by head, right? So let's now, so the intention is that heads next should be the the head of the next k-size sublist. Okay, so that is why we will say the the next of head will be, we'll call this same function as we have discussed earlier. And here we have to pass the the reference to the next node, right? So next node of the head, so that is nothing but the end, right? So end is basically pointing to the next node. Okay, so in this case we'll pass the end. Okay, and here the size of k, or the the value of k is nothing but k, right? We'll pass this. But do you think that it will work? It will not work in any way. Why? Because For example, in this case, let's consider this particular example, right? So in this example, you can see that, okay, let's take this particular example. It would be more convenient. So let's say in this particular example, k is 3, right? So as you can see, this particular sublist is left out. Okay, so we have to use it as it is. But here we see that we are reversing the linked list. So what would be the final answer? The final answer will be 3 to 1. Then it will be reversed, right? It will be 4, 5, then 4. Okay, then we have a null node. Okay, so which is totally incorrect. Okay, so to fix this, we had discussed that we had to initialize a variable which by which we can track how many node has been reversed. Okay, so for this we have used this particular count variable. So when we see that count is still lesser than k, so that means we have reversed a wrong segment, right? So we have to re-reverse it. Okay, so if we'll re-reverse it, then we can simply return we'll simply call this particular function, and we will pass head of the reversed sublist, right? So the head of the reversed sublist is nothing but 5. Okay, so in this case it is basically previous. Okay, so we'll pass this previous, and here the k will not be k, right? It should be the count. Okay, that means how many element we had reversed incorrectly or mistakenly. So we have to pass this particular count so that it can just reverse these many elements again. So in this case it was like 5 then 4, then that means we just had reversed 2 elements incorrectly. So we'll pass this particular count, that means 2. It will reverse it back. So, it will look like 4 and then 5. Okay, so for every state we have to return the head of the whatever linked list that we have created. So that means the head of the linked list. So the head is nothing but previous, as we see here. Okay, so we will reverse previous as the answer for every state. Okay, so this is the solution, guys. So let's test it out whether it is actually working or not. So it is accepted. So let's submit it to see if this particular solution is accepted or not, and it is done. This is it, guys. So I hope you have enjoyed this particular video, and if you have liked it, then please give a thumbs up and do subscribe this channel, hit the bell button. So let's meet next time with a new video. Thank you.